Hello and welcome back to WION World is One. I'm Kanushka Sarkar and this is Speed News. Let's take a look at all the stories that are making headlines at this hour. Iran-backed Houthi rebels have killed at least 58 Saudi-backed Yemeni government troops in missile and drone attacks, according to a military source. The strikes targeted positions in Marib and Hadramaut, marking one of the deadliest escalations in years. A separate Houthi attack in southern Saudi Arabia wounded 11 civilians, including a child, according to the Saudi-led coalition. Saudi Arabia has warned of possible further attacks by Iran-aligned troops as regional tensions continue to rise. Saudi Arabia, Pakistan and Turkey are reportedly set to sign a joint defense agreement in Jeddah today. The move comes as the three countries seek to strengthen security cooperation amid rising regional tensions. The leaders of the three nations are expected to attend the signing ceremony as recent regional developments accelerate long-planned defense coordination. Russia's defense ministry has released footage it says shows the aftermath of drone strikes on a logistics center in Ukraine's Kyiv region. The video, reportedly from Brovary, shows that warehouses engulfed in flames with smoke rising from the site. Moscow claims its forces targeted logistics hubs and supply centers in Kyiv as the war between Russia and Ukraine continues. Protesters in Israel's Jaffa demonstrated against what they described as racism and police violence towards Arab Israelis. Participants called for unity between Jewish and Muslim communities, saying that people from both groups can live together peacefully in the city. The protesters also raised concerns over discrimination and tensions affecting Arab communities, urging greater equality and social coexistence. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke with Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the phone, discussing recent developments in West Asia and progress in the India-Israel Special Strategic Partnership. The two leaders reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening bilateral cooperation across multiple sectors, including areas of mutual interest. The call took place amid continued regional developments, with both sides focusing on deepening India-Israel relations and enhancing cooperation in the future. Chief of Uganda's Defense Forces unveiled a statue of Lieutenant Colonel Yonatan Netanyahu, brother of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, at the old Entebbe International Airport terminal. The statue marks the exact spot where the Israeli commander was killed during a mission to rescue 106 hostages taken during the hijacking of an Air France flight in 1976. Ugandan and Israeli officials attended the unveiling, with authorities highlighting the event as a remembrance of the operation and the lives saved during the rescue mission. An explosion in the Damascus suburb of Jaramana has killed at least one person and injured several others, according to Syrian state media and witnesses at the scene. Authorities said the blast was caused by an explosive device placed inside a minivan taxi. Syria's health ministry reported at least 7 people were wounded, while rescue teams and residents rushed to the area after the blast shook a busy commercial street. No group has claimed responsibility for the attack. The incident marks the latest security challenge for Syria's interim government as the country continues to face political instability and sectarian tensions. US President Donald Trump hosted Winter Olympians and Paralympians at the White House to celebrate their achievements at the Milano Cortina Games. Nearly half of the American athletes who competed in Italy attended the East Room reception along with coaches and their team staff. Trump praised the athletes as one of the greatest winner Olympic teams in US history after the Team USA won 57 medals across the Games. Trump received a team jacket and sneakers from the athletes and used the event to highlight his support for American sports. US President Donald Trump has signed a new executive order aiming to limit birthright citizenship for children born in the United States to certain foreign nationals. Trump said the move targets people who enter the country under the claim of tourism while intending to give birth. The order follows the Supreme Court's decision to block his previous attempt to restrict the constitutionally protected right. Trump called that ruling very unfortunate and said that his administration is making adjustments to address what he described as unfair system. The trial of Juan Davis, the suspect charged in the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur, is set to begin in a Las Vegas court. Davis has pleaded not guilty to one count of murder with a deadly weapon in connection with the drive-by shooting. Prosecutors allege Davis played a role in organizing the attack and supplied the firearm used in the killing. Shakur died in September 1996 after being shot near the Las Vegas Strip in a case that remained unsolved for more than 2 decades. Davis was arrested in 2023 following a grand jury indictment, reopening one of the most prominent unsolved cases in the history of hip-hop. Mexico has deployed more than 1,500 soldiers and National Guard personnel to the western state of Michoacan in an effort to restore U.S. avocado export inspections, which were suspended over security concerns. The troops will protect packing facilities, transport routes, and inspection sites from organized crime and extortion. The U.S. Department of Agriculture halted inspections after citing safety risks to its inspectors. President Claudia Sheinbaum says her government is working with the U.S. Embassy on a security plan to ensure inspectors can safely return. U.S. buys nearly 90% of Mexico's avocado exports, making the suspension a major concern for the industry. Mexican authorities have arrested former Guerrero governor Angel Aguirre over his alleged role in the 2014 disappearance of 43 Ayotzinapa students. Prosecutors say that Aguirre ordered the destruction of the evidence that could have helped determine the students' whereabouts. The case remains one of Mexico's most high-profile human rights investigations, with allegations of collusion between police, security forces, and organized crime. Despite years of investigation and multiple arrests, no one has been convicted in the case. Argentinian President Javier Milei met Ecuadorian President Daniel Noboa in Kyoto to sign agreements on extradition, cyber defense, and the automotive sector. The two leaders pledged closer cooperation against transnational organized crime and drug trafficking. Ecuador also backed Argentina's claim over the Falkland Islands, South Georgia, and the South Sandwich Islands. Argentina, meanwhile, designated Ecuador's Tonkela's gang as a terrorist organization. The two presidents are set to meet again at the inauguration of Colombia's president-elect Abelardo de la Espriella. Thousands of Argentines took to the streets of Buenos Aires to protest controversial land and property reforms. Clashes broke out near Congress as police used water cannons, rubber bullets and tear gas to disperse crowds. Unions, social groups and war veterans opposed the reforms, accusing the government of threatening national sovereignty. Protesters condemned the police response as heavy-handed. The Fourth Continental Assembly of ALBA movements has begun in Havana, bringing together around 400 organizations and delegates from 25 countries. The gathering is focused on regional cooperation, political solidarity, and responses to economic and social challenges. Participants discussed issues affecting Latin America, including U.S. policy and regional development. The event coincides with the 100th anniversary of Fidel Castro's birth and will continue through Sunday. A major fire broke out at Feria Barrio Lindo market in Santa Cruz, Bolivia's largest city, with no fatalities reported. Flames ripped through parts of the popular market as vendors rushed to save their belongings. Firefighters deployed teams to contain the blaze, with around 50 volunteers working to put out the flames. Bolivian authorities have launched an investigation to determine the cause of the fire, while officials raised concerns over possible safety violations. Taiwan's military has begun large-scale hand-swung military drills focusing on the defense of key infrastructure against potential threats. Dozens of combat engineers worked through the night as military trucks and cranes moved across the recently opened Danjiang Bridge near Taipei. The bridge, located at a strategic choke point along the Tamsui River, was closed to traffic during the exercise as troops rehearsed emergency response scenarios. The drill is designed to test Taiwan's ability to protect critical facilities and maintain operations during a possible conflict. The 10-day hand-swung exercises are aimed at improving combat readiness and strengthening Taiwan's defense capabilities. NASA astronaut Anil Menon conducted his first spacewalk outside the International Space Station. The excursion lasted for 6 hours and 27 minutes as Menon and Jessica Meir assembled the modification kit for ISS power channel that would allow addition of solar arrays. Moving on to climate-related updates, police videos captured the moment a powerful EF3 tornado moved through Menasha, Wisconsin. The footage from a Fox Crossing police squad car shows the tornado tearing through trees, power lines and roads as strong winds and heavy rain swept the area. Officers released the video after the tornado struck the town on July 27th. The police department said an officer pulled into a local elementary school parking lot and turned on his quad car camera to capture the severe weather. Moving on to business-related updates, Japan's households are continuing to cut back on spending even as wages show signs of improvement. Rising prices and higher living costs are weighing on consumer confidence, pushing families to remain cautious with their finances. The slowdown in household demand is raising concerns about the strength of Japan's economic recovery, with policymakers watching closely for signs of stronger consumer activity. Tencent is facing investor pressure to prove returns from its artificial intelligence spending after a sell-off in major technology stocks. The company has been increasing investments in AI models, cloud infrastructure, and related services as competition intensifies. Markets are now focused on whether Tencent's AI push can deliver strong revenue growth and justify billions of dollars in spending. Investors are also watching the impact of China's broader tech sector slowdown. Macau's casino sector is facing renewed pressure as China's regulatory crackdown weighs on investor sentiment. Shares of major gaming operators have declined amid concerns over tighter controls, weaker consumer spending, and slowing demand from mainland Chinese visitors. The downturn highlights growing uncertainty for Macau's gambling industry, which remains heavily dependent on China's economic outlook and policy direction. SpaceX shares slipped after a post-IPO lockup period expired, allowing early investors and employees to sell more of their holdings. The increased supply of shares added pressure on the stock, raising concerns over short-term volatility. Investors are now watching SpaceX valuation, revenue growth, and future performance as the company expands its satellite and space launch businesses. The move comes amid broader market caution toward high-value technology companies. Google's $15 billion data center project in Andhra Pradesh is facing growing opposition from environmental groups. Activists claim the project could worsen water shortages and impact a nearby wildlife sanctuary. The issue has now reached the Andhra Pradesh High Court, which will hear the case later this month. The state government has rejected the allegations, saying the project follows all rules and will not use water meant for residents. Google says the facility will use advanced air cooling technology to reduce water consumption and will also take steps to minimize noise. Continuing with tech updates, OpenAI has agreed to settle a U.S. Justice Department case over its hiring practices for immigration-related jobs. The DOJ alleged that OpenAI and AI firm Statsig failed to give qualified U.S. citizens a fair chance to apply for certain positions. The companies did not admit any wrongdoing, but agreed to pay $3.2 million as part of the settlement. The agreement also requires 3 years of government oversight, including regular reports on hiring for immigration-sponsored roles. Security researchers Talal Hajbakri and Tommy Maersk have discovered a flaw in Apple's private relay feature that can expose a user's real IP address. Private relay is designed to hide users' online location while browsing with Safari. The researchers say 3 issues in Apple's WebKit browser engine can allow websites to reveal a user's actual IP address. They have also created a website where users can check if their IP address is leaking. The researchers say they did not report the issue to Apple, citing past delays in the company's response to security reports. Real Madrid has officially signed forward Yan Diomande from RB Leipzig, while the financial details of the deal remain undisclosed. The fee is reportedly upwards of $144 million. The 19-year-old has signed a 7-year contract with the club till 2033. Diomande arrives in Madrid after a breakthrough campaign with RB Leipzig as he won the Bundesliga's Young Player of the Season award. The Ivory Coast international also helped his nation reach the round of 32 at the FIFA World Cup. The Argentine Football Association has officially declared July 15th as National Football Teams Day to commemorate Argentina's World Cup semi-final victory over England. The decision was approved unanimously by the FIFA Council, making July 15th a day of national sporting significance in Argentina. The date marks Argentina's dramatic 2-1 comeback victory over England in the 2026 World Cup semi-final. Not just that, Argentina's victory over England also sparked a political controversy, as several Argentina players displayed a banner which stated the country's claim to the Falkland Islands. It drew swift condemnation from the UK government and prompted FIFA to open a formal investigation. Moving on to entertainment updates, Michelle Yeoh has been named Asian Filmmaker of the Year as the 31st Busan International Film Festival, an annual honor recognizing an Asian film professional or organization for exceptional contributions to the advancement of Asian cinema. Yeoh made her screen debut in Hong Kong action cinema with Yes Madam in 1985. Her popular performances include Crazy Rich Asians, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Wicked as well. Yeoh became the first Asian to win an Academy Award in Lead Actress category for her role in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Following the massive success of the Michael Jackson biopic, which crossed over $1.021 billion worldwide, the highly anticipated sequel, Michael 2, is officially in the works. The new film is expected to go on the floors towards the end of 2026 or the beginning of 2027. Makers are currently aiming for a late 2027 or early 2028 theatrical release, continuing the King of Pop's legendary story. High-octane Malayalam vampire action thriller Half has been officially selected for the prestigious Toronto International Film Festival. Directed by Samjit, the brutal martial art film will have its world premiere in the festival's renowned Midnight Madness program. Starring Ranjit Sajeev and Aishwarya Raj as half-blood vampires waging war on desert highway hijackers, the movie has already stirred immense excitement among fans. Well, that's all the time that we have in this edition of Speed News. I'm Kanishka Sarkar. Thank you for watching. Time now for a very short break. More news and updates will follow after that.